X is a transgender character from a popular web series, which is based on a book. And the author was apparently paid money not to have his name revealed. The transgender character in that series works in a parlor run by a character in Y. Now, what is Y? Y is a transgender character from another popular web series, which is again based on a book, and it's produced by a rival platform. So, two web series where there is X, which is a transgender character, and works in the other web series is Parler, run Parler owner. So yeah, so there are two web series. So we just want you to identify the two characters.
Someone says Moriarty and Hercule Poirot. Subhadra, go ahead, Subhadra and Arjun.
First transgender character, Cuckoo.
Yeah.
So if it's Netflix, then the other one has to be either Hotstar.
Wait, Arya. No, she has a parlor.
I don't know. Amazon. Anything
It's okay.
else?
We'll go with Arya and Sacred Games. So we'll go next to Srivatsan. Go ahead, Srivatsan.
So, based on the previous guess the person made, I'm guessing Cuckoo from Sacred Games and Chini from Patal Lok.
Perfect. That's brilliant. That's the answer. It is Cuckoo from Sacred Games and Chini from Patal Lok.
So there is a very famous scene in the, I think this penultimate episode of Patal Lok, where Chini actually tells her friend saying, I've kept 2.5 lakhs at Cuckoo's parlor. And this is an interesting crossover between Amazon Prime and Netflix. You, Sakshi or Joshua or Vivek, do you want to comment on, there's an interesting trend that's now taking place where it's no longer straight cisgender men or women playing transgender people, characters on screen, right? This is an interesting trend that's happening Hollywood and Bollywood. And Patal Lok was spoken a lot about.
You know, I'm just very happy that in our lifetime, we are getting to see all of this in whatever way and form. From when we were growing up, where people would make fun of anyone who was on LGBTQIA spectrum, anyone who was different, anyone who dared to be different in that sense. And today I see that people, at least with these representations, will understand. I'm sure there'll be a lot more empathy, and that's what I hope. And I know it's a very generic statement, but it's coming from a place of a lot of emotion, and I'm sure it's the same for Sakshi and Joshua and the rest of the LGBTQIA folk on this quiz. So I think, I'm glad that things are changing.
I mean, we are still far from
of course,
where representation in mainstream cinema in India. I mean, obviously your OTT platforms, etc., changing that trend over here. But I mean, Hollywood also had to go through that full cycle and struggle. What helps is today community-based dissent is so strong, and so when Sacred Games came out, and even though it was fantastic and blah 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 blah, but the whole Cuckoo character, and there was this big conversation about it on social media, and I think that somewhere must have stuck with the folks who made Patal Lok, and they made it a point to make sure that the trans character is played by a trans person as such.
I'm always torn between this idea of representation and reading, meaning that I'm always torn if I want to see what some straight person thinks a gay person looks like and is put in a film, or do I actually want this person to just exist in me to find my way to them? So I'm always torn between those ideas. So I think one of the things that Disclosure says, and if you watch a lot of these trans women who are talking, the idea is that we need to have queer people in the writing space and in the directing space. So there should be cinematographers, there should be art directors and cameramen and all these things. Yeah. And the more those spaces are occupied by these positions, the more that story becomes a queer story.
Becomes our story, yeah.
Examples of that is someone had mentioned Transparent. And one of the things is that on Transparent, nearly 90% of the staff at Transparent, like everyone from the gaffer to the sound person to everybody, was either trans or a woman. And so and when you watch Transparent, you see a certain kind of tenderness to when they shoot nude scenes or some trans woman changing. There isn't violence in that shot, or it isn't being portrayed for the straight man or the perversive view of the straight man or the straight audience. It's actually just being shown as a trans person taking off their clothes.
One thing. The other show to watch is Pose, which had all crew,
Yeah,
everyone
of
as
course.
queer
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, hi. So the interesting thing is that in Patal Lok, the casting agency is owned by Abhishek Banerjee, who plays Hathoda Tyagi, and this discovery of this Marinbam Ronaldo Singh, the person who plays Chini, was actually done by Nikita Grover. She's a part of that casting agency, and she plays the lady constable in the series as well. And she insisted that she insisted on going to Manipur. She scouted the local theatre actors there, and she found Myronbaum, and that's how. And then the story goes that she really had to struggle to convince her parents, her family, for her to move to Bombay for this role, because they thought there'd be no career beyond this. But she didn't give up, and that's how we have such a brilliant cast for that series.
So somebody mentioned this on the chat. You're absolutely right. This was sort of this fact about the crossover between Sacred Games and Patal Lok was made popular after Kubra Seth tweeted it out. Do you want to mention anything about Kubra Seth's performance in Sacred Games, Joshua, Sakshi, Vivek?
I thought it wasn't terrible, and I think, while that's the conversation, right? Like while it's like while we're happy that there is representation of that narrative and that person actually exists in the storytelling, and so you find solace in it. In some way, it's like you also want that person to be embodied by someone who's actually lived that experience. But on the flip side of it, I actually didn't have a problem with the way Kubra Seth.
Actually, yeah, it was quite all right. It was quite nice. She was
nuanced and except for like, and again, see, this is the difference between it being a queer director or a trans director. There wouldn't have been that flashing scene.
Yeah, at all. I completely agree.
Because that sort of what genitalia, what body part and desire mean to trans people is something that none of us can basically articulate over here right now, at least among the panel.
And it's not anyone's business, especially a straight director.
Yeah, and so I think it's put in there for shock. And I think, like, for example, if you watch something like Transparent, which also has nude scenes of trans women, there is much more kindness and tenderness and soft lighting and